that creates lifelong friendships.
A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to the ball game. Adam Gore, Dr. Brad Boggs here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth, as we're just moments away from that guaranteed bank opening pitch here between ICC and Holmes. The first of 3 games coming your way this afternoon here from Fulton, as Judd Files is on the hill here for the Indians. And that pitch is going to be hit right back up the middle to the shortstop. Gloves throws over in time for the 6-3 putout. That's a 12:04 guaranteed bank opening pitch. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's what you like to see, Dr. Boggs.
Yeah, no, excuse me, Adam, no doubt. They like this. Of course, you got to keep warm out there, and we'll talk about that further as the game goes. But definitely 1 pitch, 1 out. That's good for a good start for the Indians. Keep that rolling here in the top of the first.
So that was Conley, the left fielder, who grounded out to the shortstop. Now this will be Schwing coming to the plate. As swings on the first one, misses for a strike. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking the same thing I'm thinking. You're thinking the Wayne's World skit. Yeah, that's the first thing that popped in my mind whenever I saw his name on the roster there. So showing our age is what we're doing in that one.
That's exactly right. I always do. And swung through that one, found it back there. Good start there for Judd. 0-2 count here.
We'll give you today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups in the exchange of the innings. As there's a grounder right back to the shortstop once again. Throw over is in time. Back-to-back 6-3 putouts for the second out of the inning. And this will bring up Azamar, the catcher, here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, good job there by Judd. Throwing strikes, coming out, being conveying there, and had that breaking pitch coming in there at the end right there, that last one, and swing just able to ground it out to shortstop. Kent so far having a busy day out there in the infield.
So nobody on with 2 outs. That breaking pitch is going to miss low for a ball here for Judd Files, who is on the hill for the Indians. We said a triple header today. ICC will not play the second game. It will be Holmes and East Central as that pitch up high for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. But we will still have that broadcast coming the way for our Holmes and East Central fans this afternoon. So 2-0 is the count here. Files on the hill. Swing and a miss at a healthy fastball there. 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, Judd came in, of course, previously was at Mississippi State, originally from Moorville, and comes in with a 1.57 ERA, 4 wins, no losses on the year. He's got 5 appearances, 4 complete games, 23 innings pitched, giving up 10 hits, 6 runs, and 16 walks to 37 Ks.
That one was just a bit outside. Azamar needs to make a note to get that bat down, because when he ducked, even though the pitch was behind him, didn't get that bat down and didn't get close to it, but close enough that it could be a coaching moment there to say, hey, man, get that bat down. Don't want to foul it off there and pick up a cheap strike. 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed there for strike 2.
Yeah, came back with the heat there and brought it back in there. And so Judd going at him there and brought it back to full count here. Again, 2 outs here in the top of the first. So far, a good start for the Indians here against Holmes.
So waiting the 3-2 offering here from Files. Pitch on its way, and that's going to miss outside. And that'll be a ball. So a 2-out walk drawn there by Azamar. And now this will bring up the first baseman, Miles, to the plate here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, couldn't draw the swing there from Azamar. Good patience on his end to get the walk after the start that Judd Files has had here. So brings up the cleanup hitter, does put 1 on base, but the Indians have 2 outs here again in the top of the first.
So Miles trying to spark a 2-out rally here for the Bulldogs as this pitch missing low for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Miles. Well, Brad, I don't think we're ever going to get a pretty day of baseball here in Fulton. Last week when the Indians were on the road, temperatures in the 60s and the 70s. Come home and we can't even break 50 almost, it seems like.
I ball 2 outside, but I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, this is all these home games this year that we've had and we've broadcasted here, and I'm having to wear a coat, and it's just eventually I'm like, we got to transition into this baseball weather. That's strike 1 right there on the inside part of the plate right there. Good pitch by Judd.
2-1 now is the count. A runner at first here for the Bulldogs. Top of the first, no score here between ICC and Holmes. As this one's going to be fouled off, out of play. All right, excuse me, it caught the net, came back in. And so now the count evens up at 2-2.
Yeah, came back at him right there with the fastball, 2-2 count there. So you got twos across the board there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Let's go after him here and get the out.
Breaking pitch and just missing inside. Good eye that time on the part of Miles. Tough pitch to hold off on. Now the count goes full at 3-2.
Yeah, definitely a tough pitch to hold off on. Good breaking ball there by Judd. Again, Miles able to hold off and run the count to full.
3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. A clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there to end the inning and get out of the slight jam for the Indians. We'll keep it here, as we just said. We'll give you today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for both squads here. And, Brad, let's start with the Bulldogs, who come in with a record of 16-3 on the season.
Yeah, and seen some of these already. Amari Conley leads off at left field, playing left field today. Batting second, Nicholas Schwing at short. Batting third, Hunter Azamar, who's behind the plate doing the catching duties today. Cleanup spot, Xavier Miles playing first base. Batting fifth, Sam Roy out in center field. Batting sixth be Thomas Kuhn, I guess. Kuhn. I'm sorry. Okay, Kuhn. Be at third. Batting seventh be Cade Clinton out in right field. Eighth be Trey Rainey. Will be pulling the DH duties here. And batting in the 9 spot will be Landon Wallace playing second. Pitching on the mound for Holmes today will be Holton Hartzog.
And that is your lineup there for the Bulldogs. As we said, 16-3 on the season. And now the lineup here for ICC. ICC and Coke. Now that's a winning combination. And Coach Rick Collier hopes he's got that same winning combination put together here in Game 1 against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, leading off, you got Jude Treadaway playing second, batting second. Bryson Jackson DHing today in Game 1. Batting third be Evan McCarthy out in right field. Cleanup spot be Stone Collier, who'll be pulling the catching duties today in Game 1. Batting fifth be Madden Butler at first. Batting sixth, Reed Kent short, who had a busy first inning there, top of the first defensively. Batting seventh will be Jarrett Morris out in left. Batting eighth will be Houston Green out in center. And ninth is Nathan Ferris at third. And pitching, as we mentioned on the mound today, is Judd Files.
And that is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works lineup for both squads. I do have a correction in a name. Steve Diffie, our good buddy down at Holmes, the Do-It-All SID down there says that it's Kewen, not Kuhn.
Okay.
So Kewen. So it is Kewen who is playing third base for the Bulldogs today. By the way, we do want to give a shout-out to Steve and all the great work he does down there for the folks at Holmes. If you happen to see Steve at a game, buy him a Coke. Tell him thank you for all the hard work he does there. I tell him thank you often enough, but I don't know if my voice carries quite that high in the air because Steve is 7'5" and I'm 5'7", so a little bit of a height difference.
Definitely tall man. Steve is a great guy.
Yeah, super great guy,
and glad to have him. And I know Holmes is definitely glad to have him as well as on their team down there. And so he does an excellent job for sports information down there at Holmes.
So this will be Jude Treadaway to start us off here in the bottom of the first inning. Treadaway, Jackson, and McCarthy scheduled up here for the Indians. Hartzog is the pitcher here for the Bulldogs. That first pitch clips the outer edge for a strike. 0-1 is the count.
Let's see. Hartzog is a left-hander. I was trying to look up his stats here, Adam.
Pitch coming across there, and that one same area, just a little bit further outside. Evens up the count now at 1-1.
It's like he came out of Columbia Academy is where he came from. He is a sophomore, like I say, lefty. Came in with a 3.38 ERA, as that pitch is going to be outside for ball 2. Does have 2 wins on the year, no losses, 4 appearances, 16 innings pitched, and looks like he's got 19 strikeouts to 17 walks.
There's a grounder to the left side. Third baseman took an awkward hop, but he was able to clean it up and get the first out of the inning there. So 5-3 on the putout of Treadaway. And Brad, we didn't talk about this, but we'll talk about it as the game progresses. Cold, but not only cold, but gusty winds at times. It wasn't as bad as it was earlier, and most definitely wasn't as bad as it was yesterday. But it's going to be a difficult day at the track.
Yeah, most definitely. And of course, you always say you can look up at the pine trees here, and you may not be able to see, people can't see it on the broadcast, but they're moving around up there at the top. And so definitely anything hitting the airs, that's going to be strike one to Bryson Jackson. Anything hit up in the air could be a little tricky out there in the outfield or even in the infield here today. So defensively wise, things could be a little tricky as the flag is definitely moving out there and tremendously blowing in. Cold day, as you mentioned, after that front came through last night.
Yeah, you take a look. Raphael Henry right there on the spot showing you how it's just blowing out dead center out there. As that last pitch missed low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Breaking pitch, and it was a beauty, but I guess a little bit too low for the umpire's liking. 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, it was a good breaking pitch, in my opinion, by Hartzog. There again, I'm not down there on the over the plate, but looked good from up here. Ball two, good for the Indians.
2-1 pitch, and this one ripped, and it's going to be over the head of a leaping shortstop. Nicely done there by Jackson. Got sort of another breaking pitch coming his way that time. He was able to get it and just put a solid bat on it and over the head of the shortstop for the first of the game for either team.
Yeah, it was kind of left up a little bit out there. And of course, when it was left up and you got these good hitters like that, they're going to take advantage of it. They line drive that one over the shortstop. So Indians here with one out. They got something brewing here, got a runner at first, and that does bring up McCarthy.
So McCarthy playing in right field today. He's a guy that can cause some damage with the way the wind's blowing. He don't need a whole lot of wind to really cause a problem to start with. Is that pitch in there for a strike, and another beautiful breaking pitch out of the hands of Hartzog.
Yeah, McCarthy's leading the team currently with batting averages at .440 right now coming into today's game. 50 at-bats, does have 22 hits, 5 long balls on the year as well with 12 RBIs. And I think he leads the team with those home runs. He does. Leads the team with 5 home runs on the year. And he's even got a triple to his credit, too.
That pickoff move over at first, not in time. 0-1 is the count. That breaking pitch just didn't quite roll over enough as it hangs up outside. 1-1 now is the count.
Wasn't his pitch. That's a good patient at bat right there. Wasn't his pitch. Wasn't one he felt like he could drive. Wasn't in that zone. Took it right there again. Went his way. Ball 1-1 count.
Wind starting to pick up here at Crescent Field. 1-1 is the count. Runner at first. Breaking pitch outside. 2-1 now is the count here on McCarthy. Well, if you're a breaking pitch type pitcher, you don't want to get behind in the count and end up serving something up to this Indian squad because they've got power from top to bottom.
Oh, no doubt they do. I mean, and we can talk more about that, but they definitely got power. As we look down the statistics here, of course, you've definitely got guys with home runs here. You got Reed Kent with 2. You got Treadaway with 1 there in the lineup. Butler's got 3. Bryson Jackson's got 3, who's on base here with the single. So definitely they've got some potential power there that could pose problems for teams. As that one swung on, that could be a double play ball.
There's 1, and they will get 2. Nicely done there by the Bulldogs, as it was a 6 unassisted 3 Little Caesars double play to end the inning. Neither team can get anything going. ICC gets 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and nobody left on base. Let's take a break and hear from Little Caesars and be back with more right after this.
All right, Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little bad kid?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza. They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I could go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we shift now to the top of the second inning. No score as the Bulldogs, they got a runner on by a walk, but it was a Renaissance Bank strikeout from Files that got the Indians out of the inning there. And then the Bulldogs saw ICC get a one-out single by Jackson, but then it was a Little Caesars double play, 6 unassisted to 3 to retire McCarthy and Jackson to get out of the inning. And that's where we're at right now, as it'll be Roy, Kewen, and Clinton scheduled up here for the Bulldogs in the top of the second. Files first pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, good job coming back right there. Files has stayed ahead most of the game. He did get into some 3-2 counts earlier in the top of the first inning, but able to come out and throw the first pitch strike. Second pitch right there, a little high and out, ball one.
So 1-1 now is the count here to Roy, who is playing in center field. Awaiting this 1-1 offering from Files. This one fouled off, and now the count will go 1-2.
That's right. Roy comes into this game with a .277 batting average. Let's see. I'm trying to look up. Does have 47 at bats on the year, as that's going to lay outside right there for ball 2-2 count. Does have 13 hits so far on the year with 3 doubles.
So he's trying to spark the bats here for the Bulldogs, looking for their first hit of the afternoon here in the top of the second. Instead, listen to that pitch, and ooh, it was up, but a close one. 3-2 now is the count.
Yeah, very close right there, and that was good. That was a good pitch by Files, painting that corner out there. Not enough to draw the swing or for the umpire. I don't know how Roy held off that one. He did swing at that one. That's going to be a short hopper to short. Kent does a good job of fielding that out there. Excellent job by Kent, continuing to play strong defense out there at short, Adam, and throws him out at first for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, his third assist of the game, and that one was difficult because it was hit at his feet, kind of an ankle height was whenever it hit right in front of him. So he was able to get down and keep it in front of him and get that first out of the inning. His third assist for the game. So, yeah, he's been very active as he's been involved in every out of step 2, right? Or actually, yeah, every out of step 1 is that pitch. Missing low for a ball, as this is going to be Kewen, the third baseman, coming to the plate. He digs in with a 1-0 count. Fouls this one off, and that will even things up at 1-1.
Yeah, Kewen's got a .352 average coming into today with 54 at bats. Does have 19 hits. He's got 3 doubles as well coming in, and 11 RBIs. Does have 1 home run on the year as well.
And this one fouled off, and the count will go 1-2 now here on Kewen. Clinton is on deck here for the Bulldogs. We're in the top of the second here, the first of 3 games coming your way this afternoon here on the ICC Sports Network. We do welcome all those that are watching in favor of the Bulldogs, and also say hello to those that are watching in favor of your Indians.
Great breaking pitch right there from the slider there from Files, and Kewen unable to catch up with it there, and does get the K for the second out of the inning.
His second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day here for Files. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. So now this will be Clinton, the right fielder, coming to the plate, as Files gets set to deliver. This pitch fouled back off the netting for strike 1.
Again, pitching and leading off there with a strike. Excellent job by Files to try to stay ahead of the count there and be in command out there on the mound. So excellent job on a very cold, windy day right there to kind of stay ahead of the count.
There's a breaking pitch. It falls off the table a bit too soon. 1-1 now is the count here to Clinton. If he were to reach, then the DH Rainey would be up next here for the Bulldogs. So waiting the 1-1 offering here. That pitch going to miss low and outside. 2-1 now is the count. Files. Pitch. This one's hit hard, but foul, out of play. And Brad's still no vehicle this season.
No, Clinton put a good swing on that one as well, but he's going to wish he had that one back. That was the straight one right there that he's been looking for, but he put a swing on it, but only was able to foul it back. Now you got a 2-2 count with 2 outs.
There's a flare, and it's going to get down for a base hit. Nice job going with the pitch there.
That's exactly what he did, Adam. He went with that pitch and drove it in that hole between first and second, and so clean single there. First hit of the day for Holmes, but excellent job. Good piece of hitting there by Cade Clinton for Holmes.
And so now this will bring up the DH Rainey to the plate here for the Bulldogs. 2 outs and a runner on first. Still no score here in the top of the second between ICC and Holmes. Files is going to peek over his shoulder at the runner, now deliver. A breaking pitch that made the batter duck, and it fell right in there for a strike. A beautiful pitch.
Yeah, excellent. I mean, breaking ball's been on today for Files so far. Now, he's had some low, obviously, the myth of zone. Runner goes, got a swing out of the batter, and then not.
It was in time, just in and out of the glove of the shortstop.
Yeah, I mean, just.
Did not see it. It's going to be a strike. So 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, it drew the swing out of him. He went around and it did draw the swing out of him. Almost one of those almost got him out there at second, but again, they just could not field it cleanly out there to throw from Stone. But it was a good throw. That got him too.
Swinging and a miss for strike 3. They apply the tag, and that'll do it. The third Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Files. It comes at a big time as the runner moved into scoring position there. Timeout on the field. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I can go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best star here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the second inning. ICC and Holmes still scoreless here. Stone, Collier, Butler, and Kent scheduled up here for the Indians in the bottom of the second. As that breaking pitch missing outside for a ball. So going to see a lot of breaking action today from both these pitchers today. And right now, Hartstog, he's had trouble locating, but boy, when he does, he has been tenacious.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a good breaking ball right there. I'm going to say he went around on that one. He did, yeah.
Yep.
Drew a swing there out of Stone. It was kind of on the inside part of the plate. Drew a swing out of him. He kind of turned around and went with it some, so he couldn't hold it up. It is strike 1-1 count. Stone does come in today with a .208 batting average with 48 at-bats, as that's going to be ball 2. Does have 10 hits on the year, and 2 of those being home runs.
So 2-1 now is the count here to Collier. He'll be taking his game to Delta State next year. As that breaking pitch falls off the table a bit too soon. 3-1 now is the count.
That's a good eye right there by Stone. That could easily draw a swing right there. He was out on that front foot, but he was able to watch that pitch, knew it was going to be a ball, didn't draw a swing, took it to 3-1.
3-1 offering here. Jammed him a little bit. Second baseman, no issue across, and will get the out. So a nice job there by Hartzog to come back and just get that simple ground out for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and that may be one that kind of stings a little bit. When you get that cold weather right there and you hit it off that right part of the bat right there, especially on that inside part, you'll feel it for a few minutes afterwards.
So now this will bring up the first baseman, Butler, to the plate here for the Indians. ICC, both teams only one hit so far in the contest. As that pitch paints the outside corner for a strike.
Yeah, that's good placement right there by Hartzog. Hitting his spots. Again, excellent job. Of course, not a bad job there by Butler. That's just not one he wanted to pull the trigger on right there to start off, and then he's going to have a ball one right there. Run to count to 1-1. That one was inside.
So as Dr. Boggs said, 1-1 now is the count. One out, nobody on here in the top of the second. Still scoreless between ICC and Holmes. Breaking pitch just up a little bit for the umpire's liking. And the count now goes 2-1.
Asimar trying to pull the frame job on it and tried to get it framed back in, so the umpire made the call. Not good enough. Umpire saw it. Ball 2.
2-1 pitch. Grounder could be trouble. Third baseman comes up, gets it, throws across the way, and great stretch over there. I think he beats it out if it wasn't for the stretch.
Yeah, Kuhn over there at first Kuhn at third did a great job of charging that chopper right there, and did an excellent job because it was a tough ball right there, but it was a Kuhn did a good job of charging it. And Miles over there with that stretch because the throw was a little off, it was a little high, and he was able to pull it back down, keep that foot on the first base right over there, get the second out of the inning.
Now the shortstop Kent coming to the plate. Looks at that first pitch across for a strike. 0-1 is the count here. So both these pitchers getting some solid defense behind them to start the contest here. 0-1 the count with 2 outs.
And Kent's second on the team in batting average currently as he takes ball 1 right there. 438 average on the year so far. Does have 48 at bats. He's got 21 hits, and he does have 2 long balls as well, and he's got 2 doubles too.
So waiting the 1-1 pitch here. This one lifted left field, and it's going to knife its way down for the out. So a quick 3-up, 3-down inning there for the Indians. We've played 2 here in Fulton, and we're still scoreless. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll take a break, hear a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad, 24-hour egg salad.
Yeah.
We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 1019.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Keep watching. Ugh, okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 3rd inning. Still no score here in Fulton between ICC and Holmes. As File still on the hill here for the Indians. This is going to be the number 9 batter. Wallace at the plate. Takes that pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, again, starting out like we're talking about, staying ahead of the count. That's good for Judd out there. Only 1 hit given up for each right now. 1 hit for Files given up, and 1 hit for Hartzog, 2 given up. As that's going to be strike 2, placed well out there over the outside portion of the plate there across. Good job there by Files. He's ahead 0-2.
So no balls, 2 strikes, no outs, nobody on. Here's Wallace, the number 9 batter, starting us off here in the top of the 3rd inning. And no. Some of the ICC faithful wanted that one. A couple of guys up in the broadcast booth wanted that one as well. 1-2 now is the count.
And I thought that would at least drew a swing out of him, but it didn't. So comes back in with that. Took something off of that one, came back in on it, didn't draw a swing. Now 2-2 is the count.
Wallace playing second this afternoon here for the Bulldogs. 2-2 pitch on its way, and this one fouled back, and we'll sit at 2-2 once again.
Yeah, did a good job of getting a piece of that one just to stay alive. Again, the count stays at 2-2. A good job by Wallace to stay alive there and come back and live for another pitch here.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here from Files. Pitch on its way, and that one outside. Boy, that one pitch that we thought was good, and Files has kind of struggled since then, so needs to get refocused, see if he can find his 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. Instead, this pitch fouled back, and we'll do it all over again at 3-2.
Yeah, so far, good at bat there for Wallace. Good quality at bat. Count stays full, getting a piece of it. What is that doing? That's up in the pitch count for Files. So, good job by Wallace, to his credit, up at the plate at this point.
3-2 pitch, ripped right side. Second baseman gets it, throws it over for the out. So a nice job once again, the defense being solid behind both pitchers so far this afternoon. 4-3 on the putout for those of you that might be scoring at home. And we flip it back now to the top of the lineup, as this will be Conley, the left fielder, coming to the plate. He grounded out to the shortstop to start the game just about 30 minutes ago. Swings at this one, and it's going to be a chopper right back to the pitcher. No issue there. Soft toss over, 1-3 on the putout. Conley don't waste any time. He's seen 2 pitches today.
Well, Files right now, he's coming in with that first pitch as a strike. And of course, I know they're watching it. They're keeping the pitching chart over there in the dugout. But he's coming in with that first pitch as a strike. So I think Conley's thinking, well, hey, let's shower down on this thing, see if we can provide a hit. He's going to throw him off right there with that, though, because he came with a first pitch breaking ball right there now to swing. And I think that threw swing off. He took that one for strike 1.
He grounded out also to the shortstop in his only appearance so far. There's a grounder, and it's going to get by a diving third baseman.
Well, great job there by Schwing. He was able to get that bat head out in front enough with that pitch right there. 2 grounded in that 6-hole over there in between third and short. So a clean single there for Schwing. That's going to be the second hit given up for Files and second hit for Holmes.
So this will be Azamar coming to the plate. He walked with 2 outs back in the first and was left stranded after a strikeout by Miles, who is on deck, ended the inning back in the first inning. That pitch outside, ball 1.
Yeah, not able to kind of locate that one on that outside part of the plate. Kind of look overthrown there, kind of over-rotating right there on that, so outside for ball 1.
Checks the runner. Now will deliver. Breaking pitch in there for strike 1.
Yeah, excellent pitch right there on that breaking pitch, as you mentioned. Came back in on him. Good take, in my opinion, there for Miles. For Azamar. Not one that he was going to probably drive. Then you come back out. Got to be careful right there. Good job by Collier. He pops out there, keeps that fastball from getting to the backstop, because what you don't want is Schwing advancing to second, getting in scoring position.
2-1 now is the count here on Azamar. He's catching in the first of 3 games this afternoon. Awaiting the 2-1 offering here, and that one's outside. So whatever it is about Azamar, Files just can't seem to find the strike zone against him.
It's almost, it's like, an overthrow. It's somewhat. It's not, but it's an overthrow where, it's the release of the ball and the release, and it's not as simple as I make it sound, but the release, and that's where the ball's going. He's trying to hit that outside. I don't know how he didn't get the call on that one. I'll say this, that umpire's true to his name on this. He's not going to call anything. He ain't going to call anything on the outside part or up right there. So Azamar draws the walk.
Yeah, and usually, you think letters is typically where you're going to see the strike zone. It's going to be a couple of inches below the letters today. But as you said, though, Brad, been that way for both teams. At the end of the day, that's all you can really ask is for that consistency, or as Steve Dipty, who is watching, likes to say, consistently inconsistent.
Yeah.
Either way, you want the consistency out of it.
But he likes that. Now, the umpire likes that first pitch
Yes.
breaking ball. Judd comes back with that knowing he likes it, and it's on that inner half right there of the plate. Good job, good placement, not drawing a swing, 0-1 count here to Miles.
Miles struck out to end the first, looking to redeem himself here, and he does as he is hit by the pitch. And now the Bulldogs cooking with grease as they've got a bases loaded here. Ducks on the pond being brought to you by Samstown Market in Manatee.
Yeah, and I don't know if that was too much focus on the runner at second or what. They were trying to, show that they were trying to check him at second. You had your shortstop running out. Of course, Coach Collier's going to come out and just have a small chat with Judd. But that release point on that breaking ball right there, it had been excellent all day on that inner half of that plate. That one was not, and it was not going to break back in. What does Miles do? He turns that shoulder, gets hit by pitch, and he's on. Now you got a bases loaded, 2-out situation here for Holmes with Sam Roy coming up to the plate.
See Coach Collier bringing in the infield, talking the guys over. Want to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Roy coming in. He grounded out to the shortstop to start the second inning. He's playing in center field. We also want to remind you some more sponsors, the ICC Wesley Foundation and the ICC Baptist Student Union. Spring break's coming up. The ICC BSU, who, by the way, runs the concession stand here at the ballpark. Proceeds from the sales of concessions will go towards their spring break mission trip, which is down in Panama City. They'll be joining some other BSUs down there doing some work. And so just know that if you do go get some food today, it's going towards a good cause there for their spring break trip. And so now bases loaded with 2 outs. Indians trying to find the exit. Roy trying to see if he can get that merry-go-round and spinning here in the top of the third. Swings to the first pitch he sees, popped up. Center fielder's going to drift back and make the play. And a nice job there settling down and getting out of the jam with no damage done. Still no score. We're going to head to the bottom of the third and be back with more right after this.
LSU takes it. We'll be back next March.
Come on, y'all. This is what we've been working for. We gotta forget about last year. It's right here, right now. Y'all ready?
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Are you looking for a place
that creates lifelong friendships? A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
that challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the third inning. Still no score here between ICC and Holmes. Now, of course, we're talking about these games. These are not conference games going on today. The first game of the day will be ICC versus Holmes, obviously. The second game is going to be number 2 East Central versus Holmes. And then the nightcap, hopefully around 6 o'clock, will be the nightcap between ICC and East Central. We'll have all three broadcasts coming your way. We will step away from the play-by-play in the second game, as there's a swing and a miss for strike one, as this is Morris at the plate. But we will be back for the third game for the play-by-play as well there. That's for all the Dr. Brad Boggs fans out there that will miss him during game 2.
I don't think many of those out there. So that's a good breaking pitch. That drew a swing right there. That's an 0-2 count. Morris just couldn't hold up enough. It looked like it had been a strike anyway, but 0-2 count there, just kind of waved at it.
Morris, Green, and Ferris scheduled up here in the bottom of the third. As that one, not a bad spot to miss with the 0-2 count, especially after getting him to kind of guess on those first two pitches. Morris playing in left field, Green center fielder, and Ferris is at third. And the pitch on its way.
Good pitch. Good placement.
Yeah, I'm saying that one's missing. Looked like it was pretty good, but 2-2 now is the count.
Well, that was a good 1-2 pitch.
Yep.
I mean, either way, ball or strike, that's a good 1-2 pitch by Hartzog. Good placement right there. Good eye by Morris.
This is going to be a flare out towards the parking lot, so we'll sit at 2-2 once again.
Morris comes in with a .333 average, batting average. Got 33 at bats, 11 hits. He does have a double, and he's got 2 triples on the year.
Those stats being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. As that pitch missing low and outside, so a nice at bat right now by Morris. Fell behind 0-2 quickly, has battled back and forced the count to go full here.
Yeah, definitely. Excellent at bat there to drive that pitch count up on Hartzog and to run it to full. That one kind of fisted him. It goes back to the pitcher. Hartzog able to knock it down, field it, get it over to first over there to Miles, and get the out.
Yeah, 1-3 on the put out there. And as you said, didn't really get a lot of hard contact. And if you're Hartzog, you're glad there's not a lot of hard contact. That one got back pretty quickly. He was able to deflect it, knock it down, and toss it over to first for the out. So with one away now and nobody on, we'll move to center fielder Green coming to the plate here for ICC. Hartzog's been quite the riddle for the Indians to figure out. And it's been that breaking pitch that he's been riding all day today, and he has been able to locate, progressively getting better as the game continues.
Yeah, and he comes back right there with the strike one to Green right there, so he's staying ahead of the count as well. That's a little low for the umpire's liking right there. Runs the count to 1-1 on Green.
Yeah, I guess the umpire felt like he just can't call every pitch a strike because that one looked pretty good too. 1-1 now is the count. One out, nobody on here in a scoreless third. And that one missing. 2-1 now, the count.
Green comes in with a .282 batting average today. Does have 39 at bats on the year. He's got 11 hits so far on the year.
2-1 pitch, and it's going to miss outside. 3-1 now is the count.
Yeah, that breaking pitch did hang up outside right there. It did not turn over enough to come back on and catch the outer part of the plate. Good eye out there by Green. Runs the count 3-1.
So Hartzog getting set to deliver the pitch here. This one's going to be ripped but foul down the first baseline, and might have worked as a break for the Indians because that time the first baseman was playing pretty tight over there down the line.
Yeah, good contact, but a little behind on that. Green was a little behind, so got to get that timing down. Got to get that bad hit, and got to get those hands out there in front. And so to get better, and that was a breaking pitch. So excellent job right there of adjusting on his end, fouling that off. You still have a full count. Good at bat here by Green.
So 3-2 will stay the count here. You got a good battle, as Brad mentioned, between Green and Hartzog. Yeah, big looping breaking pitch, and a way to win the battle there by Green. We said fell behind the count quickly, battled back and drew the first walk of the day by Hartzog.
Yeah, and on occasion that's what Hartzog does, and he kind of leaves that breaking pitch right there just kind of up and out. And so Indians able to catch on to that and see that, not drawing the swing, good eye on their part, and just producing a base runner.
So with one out and a runner on first, this is going to be Ferris, the third baseman. And a fastball in there for a strike.
Good job there by Hartzog to battle back and come back, throw a first pitch strike on Ferris. Again, runner at first. Only one out for the Indians. Got an opportunity here.
0-1 breaking pitch, missing outside. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner at first. No score here in the bottom of the third, as this has been a great pitcher's duel so far between these two squads. Pickoff throw is not in time.
You know, normally for a 12 o'clock game, you don't go ahead and cut the lights on, but that just kind of shows with the weather and what the weather's been. Cloudy day, overcast, very cold, and lights already on here at Crescent Field.
1-1 pitch, and a nice location there as Ferris, healthy, chop and a miss. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, Ferris turned on that one, trying to pull that ball right there, trying to pull that pitch, send it down the left field line down there. Wasn't able to do so. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count.
Runner at first, Ferris at the dish.
Yeah.
And just got a piece of that one. Or did he not?
Saying he did not.
Okay, so it will go as a strikeout.
Because first base is occupied, so
Yep.
he did not. So, yes, he did not get a piece of it. Catcher missed it. Did knock it down, but does go as an out. First base occupied.
So that's going to be the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game there for Hartzog. And we'll flip it to the top of the lineup here in Treadaway. He grounded out to third. Pickoff throw over to first is not in time. So there's 2 outs in the inning. A runner at first. Still no score here in this contest. As we talked about, hits have been few and far in between. Holmes with only 2, ICC with 1, and that was with Jackson all the way back in the first inning. So Treadaway grounded out to third, trying to get his first hit of the day. Powers this one up. Center fielder's not going to be able to get to it. And they're going to challenge the arm of the center fielder. He will slide in safely.
Yeah, you had a good hit and run action right there, Adam, and what happened right there, that was perfectly and well played. Good call by Coach Collier, and you were able to get the runner over to third right there, and that's Green over there to third with some speed. So you got a single right there, and then the runner able to get to third in Houston Green.
See there, nice job by Green getting underneath that tag, and that was a little too close for comfort for the ICC fans if you go back and look at that on the replay there. But now Indians with runners on the corners. Can they spark a 2-out rally here? This is Jackson, the DH, at the plate.
Oh, yes.
And he rips it, and that's going to score the run.
Yeah, another hit for Jackson. Another line shot, and this is a double, stand-up double for Jackson. He's getting an RBI off that. So ICC quickly takes the lead here in the bottom of the third, 1-0. Excellent job, excellent offense, good placement all the way around, good coaching, everything right there to get the run in.
That was a clutch hit there. As you said, a double. Drives in Green, runner now at second and third for the Indians. And this will be McCarthy coming to the plate for the Indians. And he chops this one. Third baseman gets it. Throw across the way is an error. So the run will score. 2 runs will score. And a big-time break there for the Indians. So that's going to be an E5 on the play. And heads-up base running as both guys were just gone right off that, and they were able to come in and score. So a big inning here for the Indians as they put 3 runs on the board with 2 outs in the inning. Runner at second now.
Well, your runners were in motion because you had 2 outs. So anything hit on contact, they're running. And that's an excellent job right there to get both runs in.
And now this will be Collier coming to the plate here. And a big breaking pitch missing high and outside for a ball. So Azamarch wants to come out and talk to his pitcher here, just kind of get him focused back in after those few little hiccups there. And, you know, it's easy for a pitcher to kind of get frustrated because he was grooving pretty well, and Indians have roughed him up for 3 runs so far here. There's 2 outs. 1-0 is the count to Collier. And a runner at second here for the Indians, trying to see if they can keep this 2-out rally going. All 3 runs have come with 2 outs in the inning. Breaking pitch, and it falls off the table a bit too soon. 2-0 is the count.
Yeah, good eye right there by Stone. Again, got a runner in scoring position. Could put a 4th run on the board here in this inning. Good eye there by Stone to lay off that 2 balls.
Runner at second. Now will take his lead. Collier will pull that one foul for strike 1. So 2-1 now is the count. Hartzog trying to find his way out of this inning. See if they can get out of here with minimum damage done. ICC would love to tack on that 4th run here in the inning. 2-1 is the count here to Collier. Pitch missing low and outside. Now the count goes 3-1.
Yeah, good eye up there at the plate by Stone. It's a 3-1 count. You got a runner in scoring position. It's got to be one of those perfect pitches, you know, to draw the swing out of Stone. One that he knows he can drive, get that bat head out there, and get those hands out in front, and draw a swing from him to hopefully drive in this run.
So Collier awaiting the 3-1 offering here from Hartzog. Fouls this one right back into your living room. 3-2 now is the count. Your living room, your office, wherever you're watching at.
Wherever
right
people
now.
are watching.
Yeah.
If they're watching.
If they're watching. They could be listening.
Could be.
Or they could have it on mute and watch. That's probably the best option.
Probably what they're doing with us.
So waiting the 3-2 pitch here to Collier. And going to come inside and lose him. So now the Indians will keep the inning alive as Collier will draw the walk. Second walk of the game issued by Hartzog. And now this will bring up Butler to the plate.
Yeah, I don't see any activity in the Holmes bullpen. Not that there needs to be, but no activity going on down there. So planning to get through the inning, looks like with Hartzog. Draws that first pitch breaking ball out there. Again, hanging up outside to those right-handed batters. Again, him lefty, he's hanging that up, trying to hit that outside corner of that plate with it, not able to do so.
Now, he was painting it earlier, but now you can tell just a little bit of frustration setting in here. And that one's going to be outside as well. 2-0 now is the count. Just not quite pulling the string quick enough.
No, as they call it, you're pulling the string on that curveball, not able to pull it quick enough to break that thing back in and break that ball back in enough to catch that plate or draw a swing. It's too far outside, 2-0 count.
Runners at first and second here for the Indians. They've put 3 on the board so far. And this one's going to be fouled off. And 2-1 now will go the count here on Butler.
Came back in with that pitch, so he'd been out on 2 pitches, came back in. Butler chops down on it, unable, he just fouls it off.
So winning the 2-1 offering here to Butler. Pitch on its way. And that one upstairs. 3-1 now is the count.
Yeah, Azamar again tried to pull the frame job and frame it down, unable to get the call from the umpire. Umpire said it was up all the way. Not fooling me with that frame job.
So waiting the 3-1 offering now. Pitch on its way. Ripped, and it's going to get through.
Good swing.
And the Indians are going to try to send the run from second, and they will get the run on the board. Another clutch run and clutch hit there as Butler will get the RBI single. That will score McCarthy, who reached on the error. And we'll have a meeting on the mound here from Holmes. We'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't seem to be any changes for the Bulldogs as they're just going to come out and try to figure out a way to find this final out of the inning. 4 runs have been put on the board here in the bottom of the third, all 4 of those coming with 2 outs. So a nice 2-out rally brewing here for the Indians as Reed Kent will come to the plate. Kent just missed that one, pops it up to the left side, and the ball be reeled in, and the final out of the inning, but not before the Indians get 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base. We played 3 in Fulton. ICC leads at 4-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Try Little Caesar's Stuffed Crazy Crust. Everyone loves it, including Justin Jefferson and all his friends.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread?
That looks mighty delicious, Justin. It sure does, Mr. Pumpernickel. And at $9.49, it's the lowest price in stuffed crust with no strings attached. No strings attached? You want a piece of me?
No, Mr. Pumpernickel. Justin, run.
Order delicious stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet. A famous speed solver.
Piece of cake.
A noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we move to the top of the fourth inning, ICC, Brad gets a big inning, puts 4 runs on the board, all 4 of those coming with 2 outs. And as a coach, you got to like to see it when your team can get you a nice little 2-out rally to put 4 runs on the board.
Yeah, as a coach and also as a pitcher. And so Judd Files comes back out now with a 4-run lead with ICC with 4 hits. And so you got to feel confident now that your team, your offense has gone out there and produced 4 runs for you. Now you got to come out and answer that, and that's not the way to do it with pitch number 1, as that's going to be ball 1 over the head of let's see, here we got up Kewen.
Yeah.
So, come out, take that commanding lead, and show that confidence that you had earlier in the game if you're Judd, and take command of this game.
This is Kewen, Clinton, and Rainey scheduled up. A nice job coming back to find the zone there. 1-1 now is the count. Kewen, who is playing third base, he was a strikeout victim. The second of 3 so far in the contest for Files.
Good pitch.
And that one,
a little too far in, I guess.
Say, yeah. There's been some close ones, but as we said, the umpire's done a good job today. Pretty fair and equal between both strike zones, between both teams, and that's all you really can ask for. 2-1 now is the count. Flare to second. Bobbles it for a second, but nice job of getting in front of it and knocking it down. Doing it as your coach right there for the 4-3 putout.
Yeah, no doubt, and that's what Jude Treadaway did. And good job there, too, by Kewen to go with the pitch. Hit it solid over there to second, kind of a low liner, if you want to call it that, just kind of basically ankle high. So Treadaway did a good job, knocked it down, able to get the first out of the inning.
This will be Clinton coming to the plate now. He singled in his only at bat. Looks at that pitch, missing low and outside for a ball. Clinton playing in right field, was left stranded at first back in the second inning. And that one's going to miss for a ball as well. 2-0 now is the count.
Yeah, good eye right there on the part of Clinton to not swing at that. He kind of lunged a little bit, but didn't draw the swing, so it was a good eye on his part, 2-0.
So 2 balls, no strikes. That one flared to the side off one of the poles, and strike 1.
Yeah, he was able to foul that one back to stay alive, or not stay alive. It was his first strike. So 2-1 count here against Files. Good pitch.
That one in there for a strike. Evens the count up now at 2-2 with 1 out here in the top of the 4th.
He came back with that fastball right there. It was on the outside earlier pitch. Then he came back in with that. Painted that corner on the inside part. Now he got it 2-2.
And that one in the dirt. And Collier apparently didn't like that ball because he just slapped it back towards the dugout trying to block it.
Down there, like you said, the turf runs the count to 3-2, so that's going to be a full count now, and that Clinton has run the count to here against Files.
So waiting the payoff pitch here, 3-2 is the count.
Good
and
pitch.
Got him looking.
Yeah, and he knew it. Froze him. Came back with that sliders, I'm going to call it right there, but great pitch right there. Had a lot of good movement on it. Had him froze Clinton, and he knew it. Once the umpire rung him up, he knew it.
4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Files. 2 away now, and this will be Rainey, the DH, at the plate for the Bulldogs. He struck out to end the second. Looking to redeem himself here, see if he can extend the 4th. Pitch missing low for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Rainey. Breaking pitch, that one just didn't quite turn over. Now, the first breaking pitch he saw he did the same thing. The only problem was it dropped into the strike zone.
Right.
But now he's ahead in the count. 2-0 here is Rainey. And now a nice job here by Rainey, quickly getting ahead 3-0. Feel like the red light will be on here. Try to get a base runner on, trailing in this one 4-0.
I'm with you. I think the red light will be on. I don't think they'll draw a swing on him. I doubt they'll open him up here.
And fastball right down the middle. I say red light still on in this situation. Just you got to get base runners on in this case here, trailing 4-0 in the top of the fourth. And they walked him. So nice job there by Rainey to extend the inning, drawing the 2-out walk. And this will bring Wallace, who grounded out to the second baseman, up to the plate.
Not quite the response you want right there from Judd. I mean, you get those 2 outs right there, and you're trying to keep his pitch count down as well, and especially on these good cold days like this. So they're going to square the bunt. They got 2 outs. They're going to fire back over the first there. Stone tries to fire back and get him leaning over there. Rainey at first, unable to get him. So they squared the bunt. I don't know what they called.
Didn't see the umpire. They call it a ball.
Called it a ball, okay.
So I didn't see a signal given, so 1-0 is the count.
That's a strike.
And that one right down the middle, 1-1 now. The count here to Wallace.
I wouldn't say I don't see him bunting in that situation with 2 outs, so 1-1 count, but unless he just felt he could lay it down and get an infield single out of it.
So a runner at first with 2 outs. 1-1 pitch. This one popped up and going to give chase, and it drops. Nobody at third. Now Files will cover.
Yeah, you got to be aware of that now. And what he did right there in Wallace did an excellent job of. It was on the hands right there, and just able to just punch it out there enough to drop it over the third baseman's head. Thinking it could go foul, but it dropped right over there at third in that dead zone out there between left and third, and able to drop it in, get a single. And like you say, hey, somebody better cover third because you got short and third out there trying to field the ball. Files quickly got over there to keep the runner from advancing.
Well, the Indians have got to be careful. This is how the 4-run rally started for the Indians in the bottom of the third. It was with 2 outs in the inning. That pitch across for a strike now, so we flip it to the top of the lineup. And Conley taking a pitch as he's swung at the first 2 he see. He's grounded out to short. Grounded out back to first. This time takes a healthy swing and a miss there on a big sweeping breaking pitch. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, good job. Again, good answer by Judd to come back like that and get ahead. 0-2 here on Conley. Conley's grounded out twice here against Files thus far.
So waiting the 0-2 pitch here. Grounder to the shortstop. Going to have to hurry. Throw across the way is in time for the out. Nicely done there to bounce back and get the 6-3 put out to end the inning and stop the threat. We'll move to the bottom of the fourth. ICC leads it 4-0. Let's take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here. There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back as Morris swings on the first pitch he sees and will be a fly out. Recorded out there by the left fielder. They didn't quite give me enough time to get my commercials in there, Dr. Boggs. You're supposed to slow them down.
Well, I tried to, and Hartzog came in there with that breaking pitch leading off again on that right-handed batter, and Morris sitting on it good that time, just unable to get enough on it to carry it out there. Comes back with that pitch, hits that fastball right there, hits that outside part of the plate there against Green right now.
Green walked, scored a run, and hit a dribbler to the second baseman. Little routine play. Toss over for the out, 4-3. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Indians.
Yeah, and Hartzog coming back out and answering. You know, after 4 runs were put up on him in the last bottom of the 3rd, he comes out here in the bottom of the 4th, and, 2 up, 2 down. So, it speaks volumes for him to come back out on a day like this and answer as throw strike 1 right there to Ferris and stays ahead of the count.
Umpire might be getting cold as that one has not been traditionally called today as that breaking pitch up high. 0-1 now is the count here to Ferris. And the fastball right there, 0-2. And Hartzog,
that wind is really blowing out there now, though. You look at it, that wind is really – those pine trees are really swaying out there out and left. Oh, yeah, he going to call that one.
No, that time that one just a little outside. 1-2 now is the count with 2 outs.
Hartzog said, I'm ready to get back in the dugout and put my coat on.
1-2 offering here, swung on. Catcher misses it, but the throwdown will be in time, and that will be a Renaissance Bank strikeout. 2-3 on the putout of Ferris. The Indians go quickly there in the bottom of the 4th. We've played 4. ICC leads it 4-0. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and more of our sponsors here from Fulton.
That's what you do, but I just don't know which way to turn. I'm about to dance in my brain.
Enjoy. Stuffed crust, buttery garlic spread. Little Caesars really stepped it up with their stuffed crazy crust.
They really jazzed it up. Yeah! They really plussed this crust up. They really dolled it up.
Everyone out my house. How did y'all even get in here?
The housekeeper gave me a key. Order stuffed crazy crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll shift now to the top of the 5th inning. Brad, I don't know about you, but Little Caesars sounds pretty good right now. I didn't get a chance to grab a bite for lunch.
Yeah, Little Caesars would definitely hit the spot. Always does. And great pizza and great sponsor for Etowamba. And
I think I owe you like 15 pizzas from last year.
I wasn't going to mention that. I think it actually goes back to 2 years now.
I was hoping you wouldn't remember 2 years ago. That's the reason why it's only to say 1. So 2-3-4 batters do upswing. Azamar and Miles here for the Bulldogs. They trail it 4-0 as that first pitch missing for a ball.
Yeah, Schwing had a single back in the 3rd inning, looks like.
And he's going to foul that one out to the parking lot.
And it hit the net.
Oh, it caught the net.
Yeah. That new netting system we've got there that John Wayne Harris, Tim Center, and crew, when we renovated the baseball field over the summer, doing an excellent job.
That pitch finds the corner for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here to Schwing. If you're watching, haven't made it out to the ball field, we do encourage you to come out, see the new renovations. The first phase, I believe, of what is planned to be 4 or 5 has kind of went into effect, and it looks great out here. And,
definitely. No, they've done a fantastic job. Of course, we got turf here on the foul. Anything on the foul line's out. So anything in the playing surface is natural grass, but anything outside the playing surface is turf. So excellent job as that one's in the turf for ball 2. But dugouts were renovated and got new brickwork out here, got a new fan experience here for seating. So everything looks real good out here.
2-2 is the count now. As we said, Bulldogs trailing this one 4-0. Swing at the plate.
Got him.
Swing and a miss. Big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there, 5th of the game for Files. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. Don't forget, they also do the special videos during football season. They do the SEC shorts. You can see those on RenaissanceNation.com. So with one out now, this will be Azamar as Dr. Boggs flicking bugs on me.
Yeah, it was a
appreciate that
little old ladybug here on the cord. I didn't know it was going to bounce off and ricochet and hit you. Got Azamar, who's been a tough out for Files. Files has walked him twice. Not going to this time.
This one popped a mile high, and the wind is playing with it and toted it over the right fielder's head, so this is going to go for a double.
Yeah, and credit to Azamar, by the way. I'm going to credit that.
Yeah.
Great swing on that and was able to get a hit out of it. But I'm going to also say, too, on a day where it's not this windy up there, is how he hit that one. That one's probably going to be caught. Now, he did hit it deep and did an excellent job. He put some power into it. But normally that wind's not going to carry it that far. And, again, that as high as that one was hit, it just kept carrying. But, again, credit to Azamar. He's got a double.
Yep. And that was one of those, the reason why I kind of paused, because the way the wind is blowing today, those type of hits could get carried out of the ballpark.
That's right.
Pitch in the dirt for a ball, as this is Miles at the plate. 0-for-1 today, was hit by a pitch, and his last at bat struck out to end the first. And so now with a runner at second with only one out here in the inning, one of the better situations the Bulldogs have been in since loading the bases. I believe that was back in the 3rd inning. Pitch outside, 2-0 now is the count here on Miles.
Yeah, unable to get that draw the swing or hit that outside part of the plate. Judd was on Miles there, so Miles was the victim of being hit by a pitch his last at bat.
So the 2-0 pitch coming here, and that one missing. So Files, who's been painting the corner now, kind of drifting a little bit too far on the outside, and the count quickly 3-0 here on Miles.
Not leaving anything out there for Miles to get a good swing on, and probably because he's got 4 home runs on the year, so they're not really leaving anything out there for him to drive up in this wind, as that one's going to be up and in ball 4. So they just didn't give him anything to cut down on that was going to produce a 2-run home run.
So now the Bulldogs trying to get something going now, as they've got runners on first and second. And this is going to be Roy, who is 0-for-2 on the day, grounded out to short, flew out to center to end the 3rd. And Bulldogs would love for him to keep this little bit of a rally going. There's only one out in the inning. Now looks like ICC is going to start sending some guys down to the bullpen. Breaking pitch. Boy, that was just nasty as it hit the blinker and fell right back in the zone.
Yeah, that one started out of the zone, came right back in, crossed the plate there, and strike one. Didn't draw a swing from Roy, but 0-1.
So Roy at the plate with runners in first and second and one out.
Came back with it.
And fouls that one off, so 0-2 now is the count here on the center fielder, Roy.
Yeah, quickly got ahead of him now with runners at first and second. They do have a runner in scoring position, Holmes does, but quickly Fouls is ahead here, 0-2. Be careful with anything in the turf. Don't want anything to get to the backstop.
0-2 pitch, and it's going to be grounded and foul, so we'll sit at 0-2 again. No balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. That is the situation. Runners on first and second here for the Bulldogs of Holmes. They trail this one 4-0 here in the top of the 5th inning. And that pitch, not a bad spot to miss, up a little bit. 1-2 now is the count. Some of the ICC fans letting off just a a small moan, thinking that one should have been called a strike.
They wanted that cold day strike, and that one was not. But it was close, like you say, and it was a good 0-2 pitch.
So awaiting the 1-2 offering here. Pitch on its way, and that one upstairs. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, went back up with that one and unable to draw a swing from Roy on that. Good eye on the part of Roy right there. Good patience, not chasing anything out of the zone at this point, pulling the count back to 2-2.
So Files will look at the runners, now delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Yeah, took a little something off that one and got him out on that one, got out on that front foot. So drew a swing, got the big K right there. That's what Etowama needed with runners in scoring position for Holmes. Now 2 outs.
So that was the 6th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Files. And as Brad mentioned, a big-time strikeout there for the second out of the inning. As that pitch runs inside for a ball, this is Kewen at the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout.
Yeah, first pitch, breaking pitch in there, and took a hard turn there, but just not enough to get called a strike, ball 1.
That pitch runs upstairs, 2-0 now is the count here to Kewen. Runners at first and second here for the Bulldogs, 2 outs. They trail it 4-0 here in the top of the 5th. The first of 3 games coming your way this afternoon here on the ICC Sports Network. There's a flare, and it's going to be snagged over there at first.
Yeah, good play by Butler over there. Judd Files definitely going to give him a hand on that one and say thank you, man.
Look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay there. Great grab over at first to end the threat. If that drops, that easily scores a run for the Bulldogs. Let's hear from Little Caesars and be back with more right after this.
All right, Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little bad kid?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza, pizza.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad,
yeah.
24-hour egg salad.
Yeah.
We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 1019.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the 5th inning. ICC up in this one 4-0 over Holmes. And it's going to be the 1-2-3 batters due up here for ICC. Treadaway, Jackson, and McCarthy as we're in the bottom of the 5th. Dr. Boggs, your thoughts on the game?
Well, ICC's done a good job of keeping the runners from scoring. You know, Holmes is able to, that's a ground ball toward first. Going to take it unassisted right there. Miles does, so that's going to get the first out of the inning for Jude Treadaway. But, you know, ICC's done a good job when runners did get on base for Holmes to keep them from scoring and keep them getting around. Judd Miles obviously continues to have a good, successful season with the K's. He's had a lot of strikeouts so far this year, only 4 hits put up on the board for Holmes thus far as that first pitch, breaking pitch, strike 1. But ICC was able to do the damage with 2 outs at 1 inning, and I think that's where it really hurt Holmes.
This is Jackson at the plate. He's been a tough out today. He's 2 for 2 and fouls this one off. 0-2 now is the count. He had a RBI double, scored a run in his last at-bat, single, but was part of a Little Caesars double play back in the first for an unconventional 3-up, 3-down inning, and now finds himself in an 0-2 count. pitch missing low. Not a bad spot to miss there. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, good job right there holding up there. Like you say, Bryson Jackson's had a great day. Got a single and a double. Swinging a hot bat so far today in that DH position as he takes ball two right there. Yeah, 2-2 count there. Excellent job right there on his end to hold up and not draw the swing there.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here to Jackson. And he fouls this one off. Nice job finding a piece of it to keep the at-bat alive.
Yeah, he was out in front there. Had his timing just a little off right there, out in front, and unable to get the get solid part of the bat on it right there. So stays alive, 2-2. Ooh.
And that pitch just missing low. Count goes full now at 3-2. Hartzog still on the hill here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, good eye right there on the part of Bryson Jackson there to run the count to full.
3-2 pitch on its way, and a beautiful at-bat there by Jackson to find a way to win that battle and draw the walk. And we'll have a slow stroll to the mound here for the Bulldogs. We'll take the timeout and be back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Join us at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium for an Evening of the Arts Thursday night at 7 p.m. Admission is $10 and will include an evening of entertainment from the chamber singers, jazz band, small ensembles groups, center stage, and a live art demonstration. A Steinway piano will also be on display for the event and throughout the rest of the month. There will be a pre-event social with refreshments starting at 6 p.m. Tickets are available at iccms.edu/arts. That's the Evening of the Arts, Thursday night, 7 p.m., with a pre-event social starting at 6 p.m. at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium on the Fulton campus.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa, have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Join us at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium for an Evening of the Arts Thursday night at 7 p.m. Admission is $10 and will include an evening of entertainment from the chamber singers, jazz band, small ensembles groups, center stage, and a live art demonstration. A Steinway piano will also be on display for the event and throughout the rest of the month. There will be a pre-event social with refreshments starting at 6 p.m. Tickets are available at iccms.edu/arts. That's the Evening of the Arts, Thursday night, 7 p.m., with a pre-event social starting at 6 p.m. at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium on the Fulton campus.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So we did have an extended break there because, one, we have a pitching change coming in here for the Bulldogs, but two, during the warm-ups, one of the pitches went into the turf, bounced up and hit the catcher in the throat, and he had to be tended to for a little while, but he walked off the field, went over to their dugout, came back out, said he was okay. So apparently we will keep the same catcher here as the new pitcher in the game. Dr. Boggs, let's talk about our new pitchers. We got a call to the bullpen.
Jude Stringer, who is okay, here it is. Right-handed freshman. He's out of Foxworth, West Marion, the hometown Foxworth High School. As he goes over to first to check the runner. He's got a 4.91 ERA on the year. He doesn't have any decisions on the year. He's got 2 appearances, 3 2/3 innings pitched, 1 hit, given up 2 runs there, as that's going to be
big swing and a miss. Yeah.
Does have 5 strikeouts and 2 walks.
So that is your stats on the new pitcher. Call for the bullpen being brought to you by Guaranteed Bank here in Fulton.
Ooh,
snap throw back over to first. That one really close there. So 0-1 is the count. Those stats being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Breaking pitch that didn't quite break enough. 1-1 now is the count here. This is McCarthy. As there is 1 out in the inning. McCarthy has another toss over. Keeping a close eye on Jackson.
Yeah, I was trying to look.
I don't know that he's got a lot of stolen bases. He's a catcher by nature.
Yeah.
Not saying catchers can't steal bases, as they're going to say he did not commit on the swing. 2-1 now is the count, but typically not the guys you're going to see getting a lot of action on the bags. So 2-1 is the count. Runner at first. And this one, it's out of here. We'll see ya. That's going to be a 2-run home run off the bat of McCarthy. And, Brad, that's another one of those we've seen many a times in this ballpark. When you see it, when you hear it, you know it. It's gone.
Yeah, and he's hit a few like that this year. And I can remember one, I guess it's the last game we called, but he also did it again here. And it was, I looked up, I saw it hit, and I looked up, and I'm like, yeah, it's gone. And the left fielder said, nope, that's gone. I'm not even giving chase to it. Everybody here knew it was gone. And so it was no doubter. And so 2 RBI shot right there. That's going to bring the score to 6-0 now in Etowamba's favor as Stone Collier comes to the plate and takes ball 1.
Yeah, breaking pitch falls off the table a bit too soon. 2-run home run by McCarthy. That no doubter makes it 6-0 now in favor of the Indians. There's a nice pitch, catches the outside edge. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, McCarthy's been swinging a hot bat, and I mentioned that earlier in the broadcast with his batting average and his home run totals coming in. As Stone's going to ground that one in between short and third. That's going to be a single for Stone Collier coming in there. So still 1 out there, and the Indians producing some more base runners.
Yeah, nice job by Stone, staying patient.
Up to bat number 17,
ripping what he got right there, put it out in left field. Back-to-back hits now. And this is going to bring up Butler, who had an RBI single his last time up.
Yeah, that was McCarthy's 6th home run on the year. He had 5 coming into today.
So with 1 out and a runner on first, Indians trying to pick up some more insurance runs here in the bottom of the 5th. Breaking pitch hangs up high for a ball.
Yeah, don't leave that up like that. If you're a stringer, you don't want to leave that high like that. Butler coming to the plate after making that excellent defensive play last inning for the Indians.
That pitch missing low, overcorrected there. 2-0 now is the count. Cloudy day, but looks like a little bit of sun trying to peek out of the clouds. Don't imagine we'll see much of that this afternoon into the evening. As that pitch inside corner for a strike, 2-1 now is the count. Well, the wind is still blowing out of the ballpark. It's not gusting as much as it was earlier, but it is still moving those trees high up in the atmosphere, if you will, the tall trees out there in left field. That's really how you judge the wind at the ballpark here, is because when you hit one that high, it can make it dance around. We've seen it a few times in this game already.
Yeah, good swing on that one by Butler. 2-2 count here on him.
2-2 pitch on its way. And this one flared out towards the parking lot, and we'll sit at 2-2.
Stringer took something off of that pitch right there, so Butler able to get a piece of it, foul it out, and still hold true here with 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got another opportunity.
And this one lifted. It's got a chance, and it's off the reservation. That's going to be another 2-run home run for the Indians.
Yeah, that's what you call getting your hands out in front and getting that the big part of the bat out there on that pitch. Excellent job right there. Butler taking that one out in between the 365, 390. That's left center right there. So another major shot right there, and that's going to run the score to 8-0 now for the Indians.
Second 2-run home run of the inning here for the Indians. And now this will bring Reed Kent to the plate. Well, we said they needed to get some insurance runs. Well, they did just that. As Kent fouls this one back and out of play, 0-1 is the count.
Cold outside, the bats are hot right now for the Indians, and so they're swinging some good bats. Hartzog threw a good game, and he really did for Holmes, but Indians' bats just heated up at the right opportune time and were able to produce some runs.
0-1 in the dirt. Nobody on base to worry about there as he gets away. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, it looks like on deck we're going to have a pinch hitter. If he makes it to the plate, that's Bryce Glenn for Etowamba, who will looks like bat after Kent here in the place of Jarrett Morris.
And you can't, just couldn't figure that one out. Beautiful pitch there. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, took something off of that. Again, if you can throw that effectively and work it in at the right time, those change-ups like that, you can have them way out in front. Had him guessing again, Reed Kent, and so that's going to be strikeout right there, out number 2.
Yeah, they had to wait and see as the catcher did hang on to that one. The first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Stringer. And now this will be a new batter at the plate, as Dr. Boggs mentioned. Number 4, Bryce Glenn, coming into bat in place of Morris. As Coach Collier will get this change in here to the home plate umpire. He'll signal it to us up top. We'll be ready to play ball. This substitution being brought to you by our friends over at Samstown Market in Manatee.
Yeah, Glenn's a sophomore, local out of Amory, Mississippi, played at Amory High School.
Breaking pitch slips in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count here to Glenn. 2 away, nobody on. Indians got a pair of 2-run home runs to extend the lead here. As that one fouled back, 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, Bryce Whistler had that one back, had a good swing on it, just not able to make good contact with it, found it back straight to us, quickly down 0-2 here in the count.
So the pitch to Glenn. That one missing outside, 1-2 now is the count.
Good eye there, lunged at it a little bit, but did not pull the trigger and swing. So 1-2. Got him.
And then gets him there, back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts to end the inning, but not before the damage was done for the Indians. It was a 2-run home run off the bat of McCarthy, and then a 2-run shot by Butler makes it 8-0 here after 5 complete. We'll take a timeout, hear a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this.
Join us at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium for an Evening of the Arts Thursday night at 7 p.m. Admission is $10 and will include an evening of entertainment from the Chamber Singers, Jazz Band, small ensembles groups, center stage, and a live art demonstration. A Steinway piano will also be on display for the event and throughout the rest of the month. There will be a pre-event social with refreshments starting at 6 p.m. Tickets are available at iccms.edu/arts. That's the Evening of the Arts, Thursday night, 7 p.m., with a pre-event social starting at 6 p.m. at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium on the Fulton campus.
LSU takes it. We'll be back next March.
Come on, y'all. This is what we've been working for. We gotta forget about last year. It's right here, right now. Y'all ready?
Are you looking for a place
that creates lifelong friendships? A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
that teaches you skills to improve?
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the top of the sixth inning. ICC up in this one 8-0 over the Bulldogs of Holmes. Is that pitch missing for a ball? Well, I'm glad we're still here because I thought we got thrown out in the exchange of innings, the way the home plate umpire looked at the press box and turned around quickly and threw his hand. Oh, the bat comes out of the hand of the...
Broke. The bat broke.
It did. And so that will go as a infield single, but, well, I tell you what. Yeah. That will terrify a pitcher for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you see that a lot, obviously, in the wooden bat leagues and then, of course, major leagues with wooden, but more frequently than you do when you're at college ball here with the aluminum bats. And but weather-wise, things like that, and, of course, wear and tear on these bats, sometimes it can produce it, and that's just one of those occasions. The right mixture and the right combinations of factors played into it, and so it was a single with a broken bat.
A little broken bat single there. Clinton's second hit of the day, and now this will bring Rainey to the plate. As that pitch across for a strike.
Yeah, and luckily the bat, the part that broke off did not hit, did not go out and hit fouls or anything like that. So, again, as good of an outcome as it could be, except that he did get a hit out of it. Breaking pitch there, in for ball 2-1.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
1-1 now is the count here to Rainey. He walked his last at bat, struck out in his first to end the second. 1-1 is the count here. Files trying to go the distance for the Indians. And fastball outside corner for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here on Rainey.
Yeah, good pitch. He was able to hit that outside corner of that fastball. One that couldn't be pulled right there. So runner does go with 2 strikes and safe.
He is. As the infield umpire had to take a moment, make sure he didn't slide through the bag as the throw was more up on the third base side versus the first base side. And so a stolen base by Clinton, who reached on a broken bat single. Don't get to say that too often in the JUCO leagues.
Sure don't. Runner here in scoring position, no outs for Holmes, and that's going to be a strikeout right there for Judd Files.
7th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. And so now with 1 out and a runner at second, this is going to bring Wallace to the plate, who singled his last time up. He also grounded out 4-3. Pitch outside, missing for a ball.
Good pitch, though. I mean, I just like the placement right there. But there again, you can say good eye by Wallace, too. So good on both ends. Like I say, good pitch. Didn't draw a swing, so it was ball 1 for Wallace.
So 1-0 the count here. Wallace trying to spark the bats and see if they can get some runs here in the top of the 6th. This one fouled back, evens the count up at 1-1. It was 4 runs in the 3rd and 4 in the 5th for the Indians. That's where we're at now at 8-0 in game 1 of 3 this afternoon. We invite you to stay tuned. We'll have Holmes and East Central coming up next. No play-by-play for that game, but we will provide the live stream for our friends that want to be able to keep up with the game.
Good pitch.
Breaking pitch just slipped in the back door for strike 2. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, you mentioned it right there. Good backdoor breaking pitch right there. Had him froze, had Wallace froze, so now you're down 1-2 in the count. If you're Wallace, you got to protect the plate.
That pitch, breaking pitch, just couldn't turn over enough outside for 2-2 count now. Nice job by Collier to get out in front of that one and keep it to get it away from him.
Yeah, and not a bad pitch right there. You know, froze him on the previously with the breaking pitch and just couldn't get him to draw a swing on that one.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here, and that one just missing high. Well, other than 1 or 2 pitches we've seen call for a strike today, he's pretty much been consistent in that zone around the letters, not necessarily being a strike today, but he's been that way for both teams.
It's not quite cold enough yet.
3-2 pitch, and that one's going to get away, and the runner will be able to advance as well. No throw, and so now that'll be a walk to give the Bulldogs runners on the corners.
Yeah, wild pitch right there on the part of Fowles, which will put runners at first and third now with 1 out. So some type of offense, if Holmes is going to try to produce anything here and see if they can put anything in play, put anything in motion here to draw the run in, anything to spark them. Of course, ICC is going to put their first and third D on as well.
This is Conley, the left fielder, at the plate. He has been an aggressive batter today and swings on the first one there, fouls it off for strike 1. 1 out, runners on the corners here for the Bulldogs. The left fielder Conley at the plate, 0 for 3 today. Looking for his first hit. Boy, it would be a big time for him to come up with one here for the Bulldogs. Collier steps in front of the plate to give his signals to the defense. See if the Bulldogs might try to put somebody in motion to eliminate the possibility of a double play here. Instead, it's going to be a slow roller. It's not going to be one, as that will get the run across and no throw, so that'll be an infield single. And a nicely done there as the Bulldogs push a run across.
Yeah, infield single. It was kind of hit lightly into the hole right there between short and third. Kent did a good job of getting over to field it. He knew the throw was not going to be in time to get the runner out at first, so what he did kind of, you know, if you want to call it, motion to throw over to first and then just flipped it to to second, hopefully trying to catch that runner leaning, unable to do so. Good job on the part of Holmes. And now he comes up here in swing and swings at the first pitch and lines it out to center and is going to have an RBI single for him.
Well, another nice hit there. Back-to-back singles now, and the Bulldogs starting to find some bats late in the contest as they plate back-to-back runs now. Makes it an 8-2 contest, and that might be it for Fowles as Coach Collier is going to head out to the mound. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Join us at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium for an Evening of the Arts Thursday night at 7 p.m. Admission is $10 and will include an evening of entertainment from the chamber singers, jazz band, small ensembles groups, center stage, and a live art demonstration. A Steinway piano will also be on display for the event and throughout the rest of the month. There will be a pre-event social with refreshments starting at 6 p.m. Tickets are available at iccms.edu/arts. That's the Evening of the Arts, Thursday night, 7 p.m., with a pre-event social starting at 6 p.m. at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium on the Fulton campus.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now we're staying in here. We got a pitching change being brought to you by Guaranteed Bank here in Fulton. Brad, let's talk about the new pitcher on the hill here for the Indians.
Got sophomore righty Dixon Webb on the mound from Oxford, Mississippi, played at Oxford High. Dixon does have 2 appearances on the year, no decisions, 1 in the 3rd inning pitch, 1 and 1/3 inning pitch. Excuse me, I did it right shortly. 2 hits given up, 2 runs, 1 walk.
So the 2 runners on the bags here, on the corners for the Bulldogs, both of those belong to Files, as this is Azamar coming to the plate. And they're going to try a quick toss over the first, not in time. Webb coming in relief here with 1 out in the top of the 5th inning.
Yeah, Asmar had a big double up his last at bat too. Of course, that was against Judd. Runner goes. ICC, let him, and they were going to 3rd the whole time with it. That was their defensive call on the 1st and 3rd situation, was to fire to 3rd on that, see if they could catch the runner slipping down that line far enough to get him out, and unable to do so. So now runners at 2nd and 3rd for Holmes.
Brad mentioned Asmar at the plate. He had a double his last time up. He just put it into orbit, and the wind kind of took care of it from there, making it dance around, and was able to cash in on that double. This one's going to be a flare out to the right side. Right fielder's going to give chase. He's going to get out of nope, it's going to stay in play, but just couldn't
good effort.
Quite make the diving effort, yeah.
Yeah, McCarthy tried to chase that one down out there and made a diving stab at it and unable to reel it in. So it is a long strike right there, 0-2 count here on Azamar, who we're glad to see out there after taking that little shot, I think, in the neck earlier in the in the contest when the pitcher was warming up.
So waiting the 0-2 offering here from Dixon.
Good pitch.
And that one, as you said, not a bad spot to miss. Couldn't get him to chase. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, he took something off of that. Did an excellent job. Well placed. Didn't draw the swing. Good part on Asmar's ends there. Not to swing at it, but it was a good 0-2 pitch.
So waiting the 1-2 offering here. And this one fouled off and will sit at 1-2.
Yeah, had him well out in front of that one. Just able to get a piece of it, Azamar was, so to hang in. Still got the 1-2 count. Runners still 2nd and 3rd here for Holmes. 1 out, so they're still got 2 runners in scoring position and potentially could do some damage here to Etowama's 8-2 lead.
So the 1-2 pitch, that one missing low and outside. Now the count 2-2.
Still not a bad pitch right there, though, Adam. Not bad placement. Just got a batter up there, Azamar, who's got a good eye and unable to chase anything. So he's very patient with 2 strikes. So, again, kudos to Azamar.
So waiting the 2-2 pitch here from Webb. Runners at 2nd and 3rd for the Bulldogs. And that one just hung up on him that time. Now the count goes full at 3-2. Ball gets away as he threw it back. Runners not really paying attention, but didn't really get far enough away to cause any damage there. But nice job by Webb to hustle up and find it.
Well, what can happen out there on the mound if you're Dixon Webb, you can start scratching your head as to why you can't get Azamar to swing at something like that. And it can be frustrating to you as well, but you can't lose your focus and your concentration. Now it's 3-2 count. You can't lose him.
Swing and a miss.
Good job.
Huge Renaissance Bank strikeout there. And the first of the game for Webb. And, boy, Brad, that was a big one.
Yeah, it was. Like I say, you could tell there was a little frustration, just from his actions and his appearance out there. Like, man, I can't get this guy to swing at anything. Everything's close, and he was placing them, and Azamar wouldn't swing. But there again, he threw that last pitch right there, got him swinging at it, had him out on his front foot and got the K out of it. First pitch swinging, kind of a little pop-up to Madden Butler, able to reel it in, get the third out of the inning.
The Indians flirting with disaster, but get out of the jam there. Nice job by Dixon Webb, come in and take care of business for the Indians. 8-2 as we head to the bottom of the fifth. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad,
yeah.
24-hour egg salad.
Yeah.
We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 1019.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
So the snap throw over, not in time. As it's 0-1 now. It was a single to start the inning. It showed bunt there and pulls back and takes that one for a strike. 0-2 now is the count here to Ferris.
That was going to be a tough one to lay down. And good pitch there on the part of Stringer there. Tough pitch for Ferris to lay it down. Bunt was on. Tried to get the sacrifice and get him over to second, but unable to. He pulled back thinking it would be a ball, but so now you got an 0-2 count, and I expect him to be now he's going to square around again, and that's going to be out because he bunted it foul.
So that will be the situation there. So 1 out now. Brad, you want me to tell you something unfortunate about all the great things you just said about Coach Kirk?
You didn't hear it.
I didn't hit the unmute button, so he did not hear it. So we do appreciate Coach Kirk letting us know that the volume needed to be adjusted a little bit. And I will tell you, Brad did say really good things about the softball field being named after you, but you'll just have to take my word for it, as there's a shot up the middle, and they'll get 1 and 2. That's a Little Caesars double play. And so not the best inning for the Indians, not the best inning for Gore, as we'll take a break and be back with the top of the 6th inning right after this here in Fulton.
All right, Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza, pizza.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
This is a place to create your future. And when you get here, you realize you're not alone. You meet new people and make connections. It's not always about knowing exactly where you're going. Sometimes it's about finding your own way. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. It's hard work, but lots of fun. We come for the quality education, but we leave with an unparalleled experience. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just all sorts of confused right now. I don't know what's going on. As Coach Kirk was texting us about the volume, well, he's at the ball game.
He's down there. He's standing
down
there.
there.
Yeah,
So-
he waved at us.
There you.
I guess that's
there
why he couldn't
is,
hear
yeah.
us.
So there's Coach Andy Kirk, dressed in red, rightfully so. As we head now to the 7th, or we're in
top
the
of the 7th. Chance for the Indians to close it down and take game 1 of the day of this triple header here. And you got your, like you say, your 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up for Holmes to try to extend this game out.
That pitch is going to be high for a ball. This is Roy at the plate, 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. Remind you stay tuned for the Renaissance Bank postgame report coming your way up next. At the conclusion of this one, of course, a little bit of meat left on the bone before we can get there. Is that pitch missing low for a ball? 2-0 now is the count.
Yeah, it was low right there. So, again, good eye and good patience by Roy to, again, try to extend this game for Holmes. They've got 7 hits on the day as a team, as that's going to be ball 3. And this umpire, he's sticking true to his word. It is cold out there. It is an 8-2 game. But
He's got one of them electric jackets.
Yeah, he's sticking true to his word. That is ball 4 right there.
That will be a leadoff walk, and not what you need if you're Indians, because we've seen time and time again that leadoff walk coming back to haunt you in those situations.
Yeah, and that's not what you want either. I mean, because, you're coming out here, you got an 8-2 lead, and you're in the top of the 7th. You got a chance to end this game, and now the Indians are going to have to send someone out to the bullpen and start getting them warm, because on a day like this, you can't just get somebody warm very quickly. Hard to get them warm anyway, quick enough, but that's strike 1 to Kewen. But now they already got to send somebody out there and go ahead and just start getting them loose. And in the event, we need somebody.
Kewen also 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. Throw over to first, not in time. 8-2 is the score here in the top of the 7th inning. The first of 3 games coming your way this afternoon here in Fulton. As the pitch on its way, this little slow roller up the middle, a chance for a little Caesars double play. There's one. And no, can't get two as the ball was in the dirt. And so that'll turn into a fielder's choice for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was hit up the middle far enough to where shortstop was able to field it cleanly and able to step on the bag himself. But throwing over to first just made the errant throw. Butler unable to dig it out of the dirt there. And so that's going to be one out in the inning there. They did get the lead runner out.
So it's a fielder's choice, so no hit, no error in that situation. As the pitch is going to miss low for a ball. And this is Clinton at the plate. He is 2 for 3 on the day, and he actually reached on a broken bat single his last time up, advanced on a wild pitch, and eventually came around to score part of that 2-run 6th inning for the Bulldogs. No idea where that one missed, as 2-0 now is the count.
He must have had a little hot chocolate in between innings.
We didn't do our over-under on the hot chocolate intake today. Of course, with 3 games, makes it unique.
It does. It makes it unique. Then I would really be, I hope they have the coffee pot rolling back there, because especially by the time we get to game 3, it's going to dip on down a little bit with this wind blowing. But
that pitch up high, 3-0 now is the count here to Clinton. You got to be careful because the Bulldogs' bats have heated up here of late.
Yeah, and he's had 2 singles on the day as well. I know you mentioned it earlier, so you got to watch out for Clinton here with the 3-0 count. And
he's going to draw the walk.
Yeah, and this, I'm sure Coach Carr is going to the bullpen. He is not what he wanted to do here. You hoped that Dixon would close it out. But frustrating on his end, but he's going to go out and going to make the change.
Call to the bullpen being brought to you by Guaranteed Bank. We'll take the timeout and be back with more right after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Join us at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium for an Evening of the Arts Thursday night at 7 p.m. Admission is $10 and will include an evening of entertainment from the chamber singers, jazz band, small ensembles groups, center stage, and a live art demonstration. A Steinway piano will also be on display for the event and throughout the rest of the month. There will be a pre-event social with refreshments starting at 6 p.m. Tickets are available at iccms.edu/arts. That's the Evening of the Arts, Thursday night, 7 p.m., with a pre-event social starting at 6 p.m. at the W.O. Benjamin Fine Arts Auditorium on the Fulton campus.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad, 24-hour egg salad. We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 1019.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a call to the bullpen being brought to you by Guaranteed Bank here in Fulton. And we also have a new batter coming to the plate as well, so we'll just talk about the pitcher first thing, Brad.
Yeah, Braden Billingsley, right-handed freshman, a redshirt freshman out of Louisiana, comes in on the year. He does have a 1.93 ERA with 1 win, 1 loss, 4 appearances on the year. 4 2/3 innings pitched, as that is the ball 1, giving up 2 hits, 2 runs, and 5 Ks to 1 walk.
This also looks like 21, that maybe Jacob Lott coming to the plate here for the Bulldogs. That pitch missing outside, 2-0 now is the count.
Well, not the top of the 7th that you'd want if you're Coach Collier over there so far. You got 2 walks, and then, of course, a fielder's choice, but 2 walks, and now you come out with Billingsley, and he's thrown the first 2 pitches, the balls, and first 3, balls, and so that's going to run the count to 3-0. Now you're facing a potential situation here of loading the bases, so not what you're looking for if you're Coach Collier at all.
So 3-0 is the count. Feel like the red light to be on. It is, and it's going to be a walk. So, Brad, we go from possibly turning a Little Caesars double play to have 2 outs and nobody on to that fielder's choice, and now bases full of Bulldogs here with only 1 out in the inning. And this is going to be number 37 coming to the plate.
Well, what you're going to do is you're going to pull the corners in, and you're still going to play back for the double play ball if you're at Awamo, because that double play ball can still end the game. So you know that if you're Coach Collier, but your corners are in.
I believe that might be Rossetti at the plate. It's tough to read the
numbers.
The numbers, the way the printout is off the Holmes website, but I'm assuming that's going to be one of the lower numbers. So I'm going to go with Rossetti. And that pitch in there for a strike, 1-1 now is the count.
37, yeah.
So bases full of Bulldogs here. One big swing of the bat could really change the complexity of this one. There's a breaking pitch in there for a strike, 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, now he's ahead quickly, 1-2, and so this is what you want. You're in a good situation here. Either hopefully get the big K or draw the double play ball. Almost got him lunging at that one. Did not pull the swing. He didn't pull the trigger. 2-2.
So a good eye there by Rossetti. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ducks on the Pond being brought to you by Samstown Market and Mantachi. Grounder to the shortstop. There's 1. Can they turn 2? Yes, they do. The Indians get the Little Caesars double play to pick up the 8-2 win here over the Bulldogs. We'll take a break and be back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next? What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Renaissance Bank post-game report. ICC picks up the 8-2 win, the first game of 3 this afternoon. Dr. Boggs, your thoughts on the games being brought to you by Bank Oklahoma?
Well, a day like this, it's tough, for baseball. Either way you look at it, guys want to play, and you do this time of year. You're getting close. It's toward the 1st of March. Obviously, it is March, but you're getting close to conference play. Of course, people say, well, you're playing Holmes. Well, it's a non-conference game today, but we're getting close to where those games start to count in conference play. And so you want to get in all that you possibly can. and just not the ideal weather day to play.
Yeah.
Takes a little extra warming up, takes a little extra precautions and all that to ensure that everybody's good to go for the games. But saying that, Indians able to produce the hits as they needed to. The timely hits, they were able to put 4 runs. They had 2 strong innings there with 4 runs in the 3rd and 4 runs in the 5th. And so that's the 8 total runs that they got. They had 8 hits on the day. As you can see, Holmes was still able to produce 7 hits on the day, but only able to get 2 runs out of it on the day. And that's, a testament to the Indians' defense and the Indians' pitching, able to battle out of it. Once you got Holmes on the base paths, we were able to keep them from going all the way around and scoring at home plate. So, good job by the Indians. I think they used one more pitcher than Coach Collier really wanted to use today. I think he was planning to use 2, probably. Well, yeah, and I probably hoped Judd would go the distance. But again, had he not, it's still early in the season. Two pitchers on the day, but ended up having to pull that 3rd one in Billingsley. And he probably didn't want to, but he ended up having to get out of it and get the big win. Indians able to pull it out there at the end to keep Holmes from scoring any more. So 8-2, big victory for Etowamba to start this triple-header today.
You're looking at some Little Caesars instant replays from the game. ICC wins it 8-2. Your final lines look like this. ICC, 8 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. For the Bulldogs, 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. Holmes falls to 16-4 overall. ICC will improve to 12-5. Hitting for ICC, Treadaway had 1, Jackson had 2, McCarthy had that 2-run home run, 1 hit for Collier, a 2-run home run for Butler. He also had an RBI single as well, and the other hit for the Indians this afternoon was Green's single there in the 6th. For the Bulldogs, it was an RBI single for Conley. Schwing had 2 hits, one of those being an RBI single. Azameyer had a double. And then go down, Clinton had a pair of singles, one of those being a broken bat single. Don't ever get to say that too often in this league. And then you also had Wallace having a hit there for the Indians as well. We got a little meat left on the bone here. We got to pick our Samstown Market star of the game. Remember, fans, you want to be the star of your next home cooked meal, go by and visit Samstown Market in Manatee. They got their very own butcher shop in-house there, so if what you see on the counter is not what you're looking for, they can get you special cuts of what you desire there for supper. Always a great place to go out and check out their Samstown Market in Manatee. Brad, who is going to be your Samstown Market star of the game?
I got 2 I could have gone with, but I'm going to go with Judd Files. The day he had on the mound, I think he was throwing the ball excellent today with the temperatures as they were, still throwing the ball good. He had 7 Ks, I think only 4 walks, but able to hold Holmes to where they were. They got some hits on the day, but we were able to keep them from driving those runs in. And I think that was important. So I think Judd did an excellent job on the mound today to bring it home for the Indians and get this big 8-2 victory. So I'll go with Judd Files.
I like that. Judd Files is our Samstown Market star of the game. Your final score here in game 1 of 3 this afternoon, ICC picks up an 8-2 win over the Bulldogs. Our next contest is going to be East Central and Holmes facing off in the second game. ICC will take on East Central, who, by the way, is the number 2 team in the country, coming your way around 6 o'clock. Game 2 will not have play-by-play, but we will have the live stream available for our fans for East Central and Holmes that will want to tune in for that one. So we're going to break away and come back and, well, I don't know if they're going to stick with the 3 o'clock start or if they're going to stay and just warm up and do that 30-minute in between. Let's hope that's what they do. So ICC wins the first game 8-2. We'll be back in about 30 minutes with the start of game 2 here from Fulton right after this.